readers, it's author April Jones Prince, and I'm so excited to have a storytime adventure with you today. The story that I'm excited to share is about some characters that you might know. One, two, three bears, and who could this be? Goldilocks, right? So, the normal story of Goldilocks, right? Goldilocks goes into the bear's house. She breaks in, she breaks all their stuff, and then she does what? She runs off. I always thought that was so strange, to go into someone else's house and break a bunch of things and then leave. It seemed quite rude. So I thought instead, what if we had a Goldilocks that climbed aboard a creaky, old ship? What kind of ship would it be? It would be a pirate ship, of course, and we would have Goldenlocks and the three pirates. Here's how it starts. It's by April Jones Prince, that's me, and illustrated by Stephen Salerno. Goldenlocks and the three pirates. Get your pirate voices out. Once upon a seaworthy sloop there lived three pirates. The big one was the pilfering Papa Pirate. Arr! The medium-sized one was the menacing Mama Pirate. Aye! And the small one was the bonny baby pirate in training. Ahoy! Now Mama was cunning with the cutlass, but puzzled by pots and pans. She was clever with a cannon, but not so helpful with the hammer and nails. And her sewing, well, it was atrocious. But one morning, Mama was so terribly tired of hardtack, she decided to make gruel for breakfast. "Flamin' blazes!" she cried as the cooking fire flared in the galley. Blobs of burnt gruel boiled over the edge of the pot. "Mama, could we hire a cook?" Baby asked. "We don't need no stinking crew," Mama barked, slopping the rest of the gruel into bowls with a glare as cold as an Arctic breeze. "Aye," Papa agreed. "Heave-ho! We'll row the dinghy ashore for fresh water while the gruel cools." And off they set. As it happened, a handy but lonesome lass named Goldenlocks was out for a row in the same craggy harbor. She caught a whiff of Mama's gruel and was drawn to the scent, like a pirate to treasure. Goldenlocks followed her nose to the larger boat, hauled her anchor overboard, and clambered onto the creaky ship. "Hello," Goldenlocks called. "Anyone here?" Silence. Goldenlocks sighed. "I was hoping for some company." But her eyes brightened as she spied the three bowls of gruel. "There's the breakfast I smelled. I'm sure the good sailors who man this ship won't mind if I have a taste." She popped a spoonful from the big bowl into her gob. "Yikes, it's hot as cannon fire," she sputtered, "and nasty too." Then Goldenlocks tried the gruel in the medium-sized bowl. "Yeesh, this one's cold as cave moss and tastes no better." Finally, she sampled the gruel in the small bowl. It needs something." She grabbed a tin of nutmeg and added a pinch to the bowl before tasting the gruel again. Yes, to a T, just right. And most of the mess was down the hatch in an instant. Her belly now full, Goldenlocks scanned her surroundings. Never having been on a real pirate ship before, she was, of course, wildly curious. She ventured below decks, where she found three stools. Right, pirates don't sit on chairs, they sit on stools, I guess. "I'm sure the fine owners of this ship won't mind if I rest for a moment," she said, settling herself on the largest stool. "Yikes, it's hard as a turtle shell." Then she tried the medium-sized stool. "Yeesh, it's soft as chicken feathers, that won't do." Finally, she sat down on the small stool. Yes, to a T, just right. But things were only ship-shape for an instant before the shaky stool smashed to smithereens. "Ouch," said Goldenlocks, rubbing her rump. "Someone ought to fix that." Who do you think should fix it? She's gonna fix it. Grabbing a mallet, nails, wood, and some tar, Goldenlocks set to work. Soon the stool was sturdy as a sea chest. What's she going to do now? She did the gruel. She did the stools. If it were the real story, she would do the beds. But pirates don't sleep in beds, right? Next, Goldenlocks scurried starboard where she found 3 hammocks. Surely the kind seamen who sleep here won't mind if I take a nap after all that hammering, she said, climbing into the largest one. Yikes, this hammock is tight as a stopper knot. Then she tried the medium-sized hammock. Yeesh, this one's loose as hand-me-down breeches. Finally, Goldenlocks turned to the small hammock, torn and lying on the deck like a fallen vine. Yowza, everything needs patching up around here. With a nearby needle and thread, she sewed and stitched, and the canvas was nifty in no time. She rigged the ropes and rehung the hammock. At last, Goldenlocks tumbled into the small bed. Yes, to a T. Just right. She breathed and was fast asleep before you could say, shut-eye. Now, you may have nearly forgotten about those 3 menacing pirates. If you climb the rat lines to the crow's nest, you'd see that they're just now rowing home for their morning grub. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? Papa, Mama, and Bonnie Baby hoisted themselves onto the main deck and headed straight for their breakfast. Shiver me timber, someone's been eating me gruel, Papa boomed. Aye, someone's been eating me gruel too, Mama howled. Someone's been eating me gruel as well, Baby piped up, and most of it's in their stomach quarters. Mama leaned in closer, sniffed, and stuck her finger into Baby's bowl for a taste. This has been doctored with something better than bilge water, she said. That's right good plunder. Let's find the filthy scallywag who's breached our bow, Papa thundered. He stumped below decks, followed closely by Mama and Baby. Shiver me timber, someone's been sitting on me stool, Papa roared. Aye, someone's been sitting on me stool too, Mama echoed. Someone's been sitting on me stool as well, said Baby, and they made it into a real chair. That stool didn't need fixin', Mama growled. But under her breath, she said, I could have done that. The rogues nearby, Papa pressed, me tattoo is tingling. Papa followed the prickly sensation, slinking toward the sleeping quarters. Uh-oh, they're getting close. Shiver me timber, someone's been sleeping in me hammock, Papa bellowed. Aye, someone's been sleeping in me hammock too, Mama cried. Someone's been sleeping in me hammock as well, Baby shrieked with delight. And they strung it back up, all good and cozy-like. Mama scowled how it got to that, she muttered. But why is me bed bulging like a bag of gold bullion? Baby asked. You know why. Who's sleeping in that hammock? At that moment, Goldenlocks' eyes snapped open to find the 3 scoundrels sizing her up. Did you mend me bed? Baby asked. Did you sort his stool? Papa demanded. Did you soup up me gruel? Mama questioned. How dare ye? Why, yes, Goldenlocks stammered. Everything's a bit ragged around here, you know. Someone had to fix things. She sat up, gathering a better view of her visitors. Goldenlocks gasped. Are you pirates? Where's your crew? We don't need no stinkin', Papa began. But a glimmer grew in Mama's eyes. Say, lassie, she interrupted, you're handy to a T. Our family could do with a gal like you. How's about turning pirate? Once upon a seaworthy sloop, there lived 4 pirates. So what's she gonna do? She's gonna stay, right? She didn't have a family. They were not very handy. They needed each other. So instead of breaking everything and running off, she's a can-do kind of gal who's gonna fix it, right? You're a can-do kind of reader, so if you want a pirate glossary, you can check one out in the back of the book, right? If you want to know what gruel is, a thin, runny porridge made with some type of cereal boiled with water or milk. There's not much to it, including taste, right? Plunder, treasure, loot, stolen goods, or the act of taking such goods, right? So you can talk like a pirate too. And if you're still in a piratey mood, you can go to my website and build yourself a pirate name. So this has 3 columns, and you take one word from each column. So your name could be Scurvy Shank Mary or Fearless Hook Clyde. You pick one from each. And then you can draw yourself and your new pirate name into the dinghy with Mama and Baby. We took Papa out so you could put yourself in there instead. Good fun. And if you really like reading, you can do a bingo that's also on my website that has all different fun ways to read, like read a tale of adventure, read in a piratical voice, arr, read 3 jokes, me hearties, read with a torch, that's a flashlight, right? So all kinds of fun. You can try to get a bingo, just one row, or maybe you can do the whole page. That would be amazing. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy reading, happy writing, happy pirating, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.